Hi everyone, I'm Mr. C. I'm the technology teacher here at Jameson School. I teach all the kids, grades K through 3. Once a week they come in for a special, just like they go to art, music, library, or phys ed. They come in to see me. So we have a brand new website this year. And one of my goals was to create a new technology website that not only serves as a platform for learning to take place at school with your children, but also a place where you and your child can learn together at home or at the Libby Library, wherever you can have internet outside of school. I've made this new website very user-friendly and interactive. You'll see how I've made some changes as I give you a tour. So let's begin. The home page, which you're looking at right now, gives you just a basic overview of the tech lab. It's meant to be welcoming and give you a glimpse of all the hard work our students put in when they're in the technology lab. To the right, as I begin to scroll down here, I love to feature student work and videos. At Jameson, we feel it's really important to celebrate student work and successes. This is why you see the work on the front page. As we start to scroll down a little more, you'll also see my YouTube channel. You'll see our Welcome to Jameson video. And we're actually going to update the video this year once we have our student AV team together, and they're getting together this next month. Finally, at the bottom, you'll find my Instagram and Twitter accounts where you can see pictures of the kids in action. And I also update all the games that we post on our website here. So if you follow me at Mr. C Main, you can check those out live as the updates come through. Okay, let me just give you a quick rundown of all the tabs at the top of the screen so you know how to use this website. Starting with the Tech tab. The Tech tab features all the information you need to know about our technology curriculum, the scope and sequence of what we'll be doing month to month in the lab, and a breakdown of the digital citizenship curriculum we're using from Common Sense Media. Now, digital citizenship, in a nutshell, is teaching our kids how to be honest, safe, respectful, and responsible as online community members. And we answer that question, we delve into that question with project-based learning around school throughout the year in our morning assemblies. So in the lab when they come in, my real strong focus this year is teaching them how to be responsible online community members. You'll also find my blog, podcast center, and my website under the Tech tab. Next, you're going to find the online activities page. Here, if you look at the bottom, we have math, fun, and literacy-based activities. Also time to type, which works on typing skills. And at the top, which I want to pay close attention to, are our grade level games. So, let me give you a breakdown here of how it works in the lab. Every week when our students come into the lab, we start at Circle. And I introduce a game to the kids through what we call a mini lesson. Here's our Circle area right here. And here's our smartboard, so the kids will come in and sit right here. So we spend, like I said, about 7 to 10 minutes during this lesson, and we always teach a new skill or strategy. Most times, this skill or strategy reinforces and supports what the teachers are doing in the classroom that week. After the lesson, the kiddos head off to their own computer. So we have our computers over here. There's also 3 computers at the front and a computer station right over here. And finally over here, this is an old picture of the lab. I'm going to update it. But this is an iPad center, and we have an Apple TV that's in this area now. So after the lesson, as I said, the kiddos head off to their computer. They'll play their game. And sometimes we stop the class so kids can share something cool they've discovered along the way. Let me just give you an example of how this works. Okay. In kindergarten right now, students are learning to identify letters. All right. That's just one skill they're learning. They're also learning how to write them correctly. In the lab this week, students are learning how to identify and find them on a laptop. We find that technology really motivates and engages students to learn. And really what our goal is here, we're trying to represent the material in a different way. So let me take you into this week's lesson for kindergarten and show you an example. Now this is what I really want to show you guys at home is each grade level has their own game. So I post weekly to these at the beginning of the week, and there'll be something that looks like this. Here's kindergarten. Learning the keyboard, part 1. This is ABC, Keyboard Zoo. Students, I have a message over here for students. And then I have a message over here for parents that explains what the activity is. At the bottom, there's actually an opportunity for you to leave a reply. If you're having trouble with it or don't understand something, you can contact me, and I'll always reply to you. Here we got our simple student message, especially in kindergarten, where they're having a hard time reading. They're just learning to read. We keep it really simple. And then, like I said, over here is a message for you as a parent, so you understand the concepts we're trying to work on. And there's also a little more detail on ways you can work at home with your kid. The student just simply presses on go, and it'll open up in a new tab. This is Keyboard Zoo. And I'll close this out. The same is true for all these grades. Grade 1, here's their keyboarding refresher. So grade 1 gets a little more advanced. Here's the message for students, the message for parents, and also what I'm including, and I'll be doing this for all grades, is a home extension. So these are challenge games that you can play at home. All right, moving on. Web 2.0 tab. Next, we have our Web 2.0 tools. So what are Web 2.0 tools? In short, Web 2.0 tools are collaborative tools that are online-based versus software on a computer. So the big advantage is you can use these tools from any device, anywhere, anytime. Laptops, computers, tablets, smartphones. It's about accessibility. Our kids can access these tools from anywhere, from any device. We use these tools to do a variety of things, from remembering, and here's our little pyramid here, our 2.0 pyramid, from remembering, understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, creating. Let's actually take a look at the tools that we use here at Jameson. Because these are skills because these are advanced skills, our second and third graders use these tools. However, at the end of the year, we do have a Glogster unit, which is right here for our first graders when they're first introduced to a Web 2.0 tool. And at the bottom, we do have Raz Kids Reading, which is K3, all of our students. Our tools are Google Drive, where our students will learn how to share files with their teacher on a Word document. We will also be using the Excel sheets, mind mapping, a variety of ways we'll be using Google Drive, but the advantage is our students will have built-in drives that save all their work. So when we teach our kids how to use word processing, it's saved online on the cloud, which is nice. Edmodo is a virtual classroom where teachers can share information, give quizzes, homework assignments, and more. I'll be introducing third graders to this to begin this year. Scrolling down, Kid Blog. Second and third graders will use Kid Blogs where they can blog away just about anything. Digital Passport. This will be used for students first, 1, 2, and 3, where students will learn digital citizenship, and they'll have different activities and lessons and videos to go along with some of the things we're doing in the library and the lab. Glogster. This is our third year with Glogster, and this has been a big hit. Glogster is a digital poster. It's an online poster. I actually use Glogster to make the newsletter for the lab. Teachers use it in a variety of ways. But kids create digital posters that are interactive with videos, music, pictures. Their kids really have a great time with this. Then we come scrolling down here to Fast Math. This is our third graders use this program. It's for remembering their basic facts, computation facts. And then lastly, I did talk to you about Raz Reading already. And this is a really cool, just to elaborate a little more, a really cool online reading program that you'll hear more about. And again, all our students K through 3 use Raz Reading. Just to wrap up here. Lastly, let's check out our PBIS portion of the site. PBIS, also known as Positive Behavioral Interventions and Support, is our system of managing behaviors. We try and focus on rewarding students for doing the right things. As we look here, you'll start to see our matrix. This outlines how we expect to treat each other in all areas of our classroom. All right. You can see the 3 C's, classroom, computers, and circle. Our school rules are down the side here. Be honest, be safe, be respectful, and follow procedures. We just started the work on this together last week. You can see all these expected behaviors, like I said, are linked to our school rules. This is the same throughout the school. Our matrix tells us what we should do versus what we shouldn't do. So that's crucial to PBIS in schools. As we scroll down, we can see our classroom procedures. Here's our computer lab procedures video. And here are our procedures for entering, exiting, voice levels in the classroom, how to use the bathroom. Then lastly is our system of rewards. And if I catch these kids following these expectations or procedures, they may receive a token, copy and good token, which they can turn in at our reward stored here for a prize in this treasure chest, or they can save up 2 tokens and get one of the bigger prizes. All right. So parents, if you have any donations or prizes, old toys, things you don't use at home, little trinkets that you'd like to throw up here, we can put into our treasure chest, those are always appreciated. And to finish up, the last tab is right over here, our links. This brings us to the Jameson School website, the library, our class websites, Mr. Flaherty's blog, the student handbook, RSU 23 website. And at the top are some social media embeds here. Here's our Jameson Facebook. And these are my Twitter, Pinterest, LinkedIn, Vimeo, YouTube. And if you need to contact me, here's my email at the top there. Remember the hashtag, it's all cool at Jameson School on Facebook, Twitter. All right, guys. Well, thank you for coming in for the tour. And if you have any questions, you can email me just by clicking here on this little email button. Have a good day.